Hello, my name is Lamia Amiji and this is my Summative Coursework Assessment. The following slides consist of an essay proposal for the final dissertation. The proposal consists of a working title, how it came about, and the different approaches I'm hoping to take for my topic. I will also identify the main aims for my essay as well as how the topic is linked to my own interest as a practitioner. The final slides will be about Fatimid architecture, 2 examples, and sustainability. And lastly, I will also outline some of the sources that I've used and will be using during the dissertation process. The working title for my dissertation is A Critical Investigation into Contemporary Fatimid Architecture and Sustainability. This title came about by incorporating 3 different questions into one. The first part of the essay would be descriptive, where I explain what Fatimid architecture is, where it origins from, and the different elements that combines it. I think it's important to incorporate this segment in the essay, as Fatimid architecture is a style that is relatively unknown in our part of the world. Writing an essay about it without mentioning what it is would, in my opinion, be very hard for the reader to understand. The second part would be comparative, where 2 examples of Fatimid architecture is compared. The first example that I've chosen is the Al Jamil Anwar Mosque located in Egypt, and the second relatively new example is called Al Jamiatu Safia, which is a university in Nairobi, Kenya. The idea is to see what the 2 have in common and what differs them, despite being inspired by the same architectural style. The last part would be discursive, where I introduce sustainability to the essay. I think it's very important to include this part in the essay as it plays a big role in interior architecture. The 3 main aims for the essay is to identify what Fatimid architecture is, investigate and compare old and modern examples of the architectural style and what differs them, and lastly to analyze if Fatimid architecture is sustainable. There are 6 different methodologies that I will be using in order to complete the final dissertation. The first one is qualitative research, where I explore previous studies. I will make use of both primary and secondary sources, as well as library and online resources, such as books and previously written dissertations. I'm hoping to interview someone to get direct information about the 2 examples and how they are sustainable. The last methodology that I will use is case studies. Fatimid architecture was founded in 909 CE and combined elements from Eastern and Western architecture. The city of Cairo was one of many to bring wealth to the architectural style and has many prime examples of it. A few notable examples are Al-Aqmar, Al-Azhar, and Al-Anwar Mosque, as well as Juyushi and Lulua of Cairo. In the right-hand side corner, I have inserted an image from my first trip to Cairo in 2005, where I'm sitting at the edge of the Juyushi Mosque together with my mom and sister. One of the examples that I want to incorporate in my final dissertation is the Al Jamil Anwar Mosque, which is the 2nd largest mosque in Egypt and amongst the largest in the world. The materials that have been used within the construction, exterior and interior, have been hand-picked to last a long time, which shows sign of a sustainable vision. The second example is the Nairobi campus of Al Jamiatu Safia, which was designed by a team that was chosen as finalist in a design competition that was held by the rectors of the university. The client brief was an educational campus that is inspired by Islamic ideals, which incorporates Fatimid architecture and culture and should be infused with design and technology of the 21st century. From the research that I have done so far, it's clear that sustainability plays a big role within Fatimid architecture. Both old and modern examples of the architectural style shows that sustainability is incorporated within the design and materials. The modern examples has been designed to replicate the traditional Fatimid architectural style, but has done so using modern materials and technologies such as solar power. When I first found out that we would have to write a dissertation in our final year, it was quite obvious that I would want to write about Fatimid architecture. Although Fatimid architecture has so far only been a theoretical part in my life, I do see myself drawn to it when I'm surrounded by it. To the right, I've inserted a few images from my trip to Iraq where Islamic architecture can be seen. There's a certain beauty that it has that is just not found in regular or more commonly seen styles today, which is why I want to learn more about it. To finish off this presentation, I would like to show some of the sources that I've been using during the research process. The main source would be the Al Jamil Anwar book, as well as several articles written by Jonathan Bloom. This is the end of the essay proposal. Thank you for listening.